Hi, it's Larry Gaines from PowerCycle Trading. I wanted to tell you about a free webinar that I'm going to be hosting in a couple of weeks, and it's going to be strictly on weekly options. So in this little video, I just kind of wanted to go through and show you just a couple of the highlights to kind of show you a couple of things that we'll be touching on during this webinar. Now, if you've not received my free ebooks, please go to my website, powercycletrading.com, and you'll see on the home page top 15 trading strategies for options. It's a really great ebook. It'll really help you, show you some really good strategies to use. Just put your name, email address in there, and it'll come to you right away. Now, I also have a really great ebook on futures. Let me show you that. Now, this is also an ebook. It's on the website. You'll see it under free ebooks here on the home page. Just click on that, and it's a really great ebook. Just put your name, email address, shows you all about futures and everything you need to know about that to kind of get you started. Now, at PowerCycle Trading, we trade a lot of weekly options and futures, but if you don't know much about weeklies, this will be a great event for you to come to get kind of absorbed in it to see what can transpire with weeklies. Weekly options can catapult your profits from single digits to double digits due to their high leverage that they provide on your capital. This below example is just kind of one example of how this powerful leverage can work. Do the math on this. If you were to make say $400 profit on a trade of say 100 shares of Apple, Apple right now is trading around say $500, so that'd be $50,000 just to buy 100 shares. And if you made $400 on that, that's a 1% profit on your cost of capital. Now, if you did the same thing, but you bought one option contract that only cost you $1,200 and you made $400 on that, your return is 33%. So this is the beauty of options, and especially the weekly options. This is just one example. Now, let me show you a few trades that I did today and called out to a room to give you a little bit more information and a little bit another example real time as to how this can help. Now, these were actual trades that I took, and these were called out in the trading room at PowerCycle Trading. Now, we trade, like I mentioned, we trade futures and options, and I'll go back and forth. I'll trade NASDAQ futures, I'll trade Apple weekly options when I see something setting up, and these were just some trades I took today. They were very selective using our trading system, and you can see here the first trade I took this morning. This lasted maybe 1 or 2 minutes and made $20 a contract. That's one contract. So if you trade 2 contracts, that's $40. If you traded 50, that's not 50 but 5, that would be $100. And this return, these are cheap puts, $3.25. So that means one option contract's 100 shares, so that's $325 in, $345 out, $20. That's a 6% return on your capital. Here's another trade. This one was just real quick and in and out. It's basically stop out. But here's a really nice trade, and this took about 1 or 2 minutes. $330 per contract, in at $330, out at $395. So that's $65 profit on one contract, and that's a 20% return on your capital. So if you take all this, cumulative, add it all up, today I made $140 just per one contract on these 5 trades. That's a 38% return on my capital. So that's how it works. That's the beauty of it. And if you have a good system and you know what you're doing, this is something that's doable. Now, while weeklies options are still relatively new instruments, they are here to stay, and this is why I'm inviting you to this free webinar, so you can learn more about them and see if there's something that you can use. Traders and investors, once relied on traditional monthly options to enhance their portfolio returns, but now we have more and more of these traders and investors and professional traders turning to weekly options for similar or greater returns in a much shorter amount of time. Here are just a couple of reasons. There are plenty of reasons, but here are some of the main reasons to start using weekly options today. They can limit your exposure to the market, high returns with reduced capital, trade high-priced stocks such as Apple, Google, Priceline, Netflix at a fraction of the price, and there are strategies that you can use to profit in bull, bear, or neutral markets. So there's a lot to like about options, and especially the weekly options. So we've been specializing in weekly options for several years, and I think we're one of the top services out there for weekly options. I've been trading over 30 years and started trading options back in the 1980s. So I can teach you a lot, and if you'd like to learn about weekly options, please get the details from this email. It'll have the webinar link. This is a free webinar, and if you're just seeing this from a video, this description area of the video will also have the link. So I look forward to seeing you, and it's a free 1-hour webinar. It'll be February the 21st, and it'll be from 7 to 8 p.m. Central. See you there, and good luck trading tomorrow.